Alright guys, so welcome back to the Paint Collectible Store. As you guys know, I am an InArt dealer. We are looking today at Gandalf. Now you're probably wondering, what the hell, this thing's been out forever. Why do you only looking at it now? Well, I've been doing your goddamn orders. I haven't had time to open my own shit. And this one, I've seriously contemplated maybe just selling it, but I'm a fan myself, so I think some things, man, it's not worth the money, you know? I'll get more enjoyment out of owning it myself, having it myself. So yeah, this is a Lord of the Rings Gandalf. Is one of, I think, the best InArt figures that they ever did. So this is going to be a really cool one, guys. So let's take a look. All right, you've got Gandalf here. You've got the ring turning, which is really cool. Box art packaging is premium. InArt always does beyond amazing. Beautiful canvas on the outside. Now from experience, you got Gandalf the Grey, embossed. Freaking awesome. Now you want to make sure you don't lift this to hang in the cardboard to sag, right? So you've got your instruction manual and all the stuff it comes with. What we're gonna do is we're gonna remove this layer by layer. And look at the product. All right, there's a lot of stuff here, so let's do this. All right. Immediately, there's a lot of cool stuff with this that was never done again after this release. This base, Gandalf the Grey, whatever, this base. Wait, this is like stone. I mean, it's not stone, it's painted and weathered to look like stone, but it is also not like the new ones have the movable magnets. This is just one solid, really hefty chunk. So very, very nice. This might be another cloak. I'm not sure. I'm never going to use it. You have these hands, which have amazingly painted skin tone. Like, this is next level. Okay, not hot toy hands. These are like custom hands. The paint job is so good. Same for holding the staff or the sword. You are given a bit of string here. I don't remember what this is for, but I'm not going to use it because I want to ruin it. Now this will never be done again, but this is so cool. This is Gandalf's spellbook, right? Look at the detail. This is a 1/6 book binding. Do you know how hard it is to execute? And when you open, it's got fucking every page is different, and it's got fucking wizard spells and elvish and shit. Like, this is fucking next level. Like, this will never be made again. There's a reason why this is so sought after. Nobody knew how good these were going to be. Nobody believed at the beginning. They were skeptical. Well, this is how good shit is. And look at this. Look at the metal die-cast beautiful blade. You get the scabbard. You get a staff. Now you get two staffs. I don't know why, but I don't really want to open the other one. This one's good enough for me for display. So these are actually battery LED lights. That's a thing. That's a crystal. So might go in the maybe it's meant to light up the staff. Maybe that's what it is. But I don't really want to use it, so. Okay, this is an envelope from starting a movie. That looks like a butterfly. And this is the One Ring in 1/6 scale. It's going to be extra hard to see, but I don't know if mine has the engraving or not. I have to look up close. All right, let's look at the body. Got ratcheted arms and shoulders. Okay. And feet. Check out his shoes. No. Didn't occur to me, yeah, that a wizard would have really high boots. And these are not sculpted, but leather and laced. So, InArt does fantastic tailoring at 1/6 for the value. This is really just next level. Yeah. It is gorgeous. Now we are going to look at a head sculpt in a minute, but let's get to assembly. All right, you guys, I want to look at something real quick. So the way to do the scabbard, there are 3 loops, okay? There's, see how this is one loopy here, then this loop connects to that loop, and then there's this front that it's kind of hanging out over here on its own. So the way to do this is you want to pop this through the front loop 1. This one is 2. This has to be in the middle. Okay. And then you thread through the 3rd one. And then you slowly work on threading it. Now this is going to take me a minute, so I'll be right back. All right, so you kind of want to slowly fudge this so that, you know, there's not too much tension on any of the straps. I don't like that this lowest one kind of creases. See how this has a crease? I don't like that. I wish they did a different job with the material. But you just want to kind of make it sit as relaxed as you can. Okay. Now and then you'll have a better idea. So you put the sword in. You hold them down and you is able to hold the sword. So anyway, I'll have to futz with it, but this is just to show you how it's done. Okay. Hey guys, the scabbard is nicely installed and I put on his satchel. And I'm actually going to snip up some packing peanuts so that we can fill out the stash a little bit. And we're just gonna do like the weathering on the satchel. Let me see if I can just, you know, give it a bit of volume. Maybe so it doesn't look flat and there's stuff in it. Right, and then we're gonna put this draft over so that he's like holding stuff, right? Now, let's look at the beauty that is this head sculpt. Now, just looking at it to the can, holy shit, look at the goddamn realism. Out of all of the InArt figures that I own and have opened and have sold, like, holy shit, this is this is seriously the best one. This is a person. This is Sir Ian McKellen shrunk down into 1/6. Look at the fucking realism on this guy. And I haven't even taken the damn thing off yet. So let's do that. Holy shit, guys. Look at this under the softbox. Look at how amazing. Holy fuck. Look at how amazingly beautiful this is. Alright. This is gorgeous. Alright. We're gonna put the head sculpt on. Alright, and as usual with all InArt, you hold the root of the neck, twist to release. Okay? Alright, there's quite a lot of hair. I'm gonna do this off camera. Holy shit, you guys. This was InArt's second figure, and this might have been their best one. I mean, no, third figure. Pennywise was second. But look at this. Is like ultimate realism. This is the sculpt so perfect that it looks like a person shrunk down into 1/6. And this is fucking phenomenal. Okay, this is one of those figures where it's so beautiful that you install the head sculpt, you fuss with the beard a little bit, you don't overdo it, and it goes straight in the molly case where you never touch it again or let it get exposed to dust. This house is not a person. Isn't that insane? And to have that realism in 1/6, holy shit. Alright, we're gonna install the cloak next. So the cloak is just a cloak. There is a hood, the tie, but there are no arms or anything. So this literally just, I guess, goes on him somehow. I'm not quite sure, so let me figure this out. I'll set it up and come right back. Alright, you guys, look at how insanely realistic and proportioned this is. The head and the hair are fucking phenomenal. This looks like a real person shrunk down to 1/6. And this is what proportions look like, and this is what it looks like when it's done right. And I gotta tell you, it just hits different when it's InArt. So this is just next level, and this is just standing. I mean, fuck. It's so good. Alright, let's try to put his hat on. His hat has some sponge filler and then is wired at the top for you to pose it if you want. So there's wiring here, but I'm not really going to do that. I'm just going to pop it on there, see what it looks like. Here you go. I'm not gonna be posing with a hat at all. It kind of looks kind of dumb. It's gonna take away from that beautiful rooted hair. So, all right, hat's coming off. Let's play around with some poses. All right, I just wanted to see what it would look like with him holding his pipe, but this is not how I'm going to be displaying him at all. I just wanted to see what it would look like. And believe it or not, it was actually very difficult to get the pipe on the hand and not like destroy the beard and put it near his mouth and angle the head. Like, it was actually quite a pain. So This is one of those, you want to set it up, be very careful with beard, and like I said, don't touch it ever again. So this is the first pose. It is not going to be in this pose, so we are going to change it. But it does look fucking cool though. Just look at the proportions. I just love it when the realism comes together. Alright guys, so this is the pose that I wanted to put him in, where instead of having the staff of Moira up, I just have him like stamping it down and then holding the sword up, as a defense. But then I realized, this sword is pure die cast, and right now the figure is holding the weight. The joints are very strong. The magnetic hand joint is very strong with the wrist peg, but I just think over time might not hold that well over time. So I'm actually I want to show this pose, but in the actual display I'm probably gonna just have his arm with the sword down instead. But I do like this. Oh my god, there is a reason why this figure goes for over $1,000 when retail was like right under $5. There's a reason why the cost doubled, because honestly the manufacturing, the quality that they put in this, I don't think it's going to be done again. It's just not going to be done again. And if you can even find one that is still new and sealed, you're not going to find. It's just, yeah, there's a reason why the price went up. So I'm glad I didn't try to sell it, believe me, I thought about selling it, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna love this too much and it's gonna be impossible to get it again. So there you go, Gandalf the Grey. We're gonna do one more pose and then we're gonna call it. This is how I'm gonna display it in the display, and it's a beautiful fucking figure. Just one of the best figures I've ever seen, period, out of everything I've seen. Way better. I mean, just the workmanship. I love poor toys, but this is even better than that. That's how good this is. So very happy with this. Very glad I didn't sell it, and yeah, happy to have it in the collection. I mean, if you're gonna do a Lord of the Rings, you kind of need the Gandalf. So Legolas and Nazgul are shipping this year. Aragorn's upstairs, so this is gonna be pretty dope. Anyway, toss like, subscribe, and then hit me up for any future InArt orders. We have Michael Jackson, Hermione, Wukong shipping right around the corner. So yeah. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Alright guys, just want to give you an idea of where this sits in the case. We've got Aragorn, Joker, Aragorn, Gandalf, Poor Toys Billy, InArt with the Topo suit, PVS, and you've got Ron and Harry with the train track and the broom. So really cool. That spot over there is going to go to Hermione, which is arriving or shipping very soon, and then that spot right between Superman is going to be Michael Jackson. That's also shipping very soon. So yes, I'm going to have to rearrange this case very soon in a little bit, but just so you can see just how cool this works. So there you go guys. Really love InArt.